Okay, in this video I want to talk about people who are highly sensitive, an actual physical part of it. Usually I talk about, highly sensitive things going on around you, that kind of thing. But this is about the actual senses along that line. For example, me, we got a little bit too far there. I am sensitive to sound. Okay, I will hear things before other people hear them, or just hearing things from a distance, but up close, no, can't hear that. If there's other noise going on behind it, like at a club or something. I haven't been to a club in many years. I wasn't ever one to really like them, but they're playing loud music. I hear the loud music, but I don't hear so much if somebody, if they're sitting next to me, even if they're trying to yell over the music, I don't hear them that well. Now, also, I smell things before other people do, like natural gas. I remember too many times that happening, and then it would be true. Like I was on the 10th floor of a building, and I smelled it, and as I was leaving, and I got worried, and there was nobody to ask at the time. I mean, where I was. So I called the building, and finally, I got somebody, and they said that it was somebody had busted, was construction workers busted a line or something like that. But those two, I've known that for many years, that I would hear things like, I remember when I was doing a substitute teaching job many years ago, two kids were sitting across the room, two boys, and they were whispering to one another, and I said, "Oh no, you won't." You won't do that. And they said, "No, there's no way you heard that." And the whole class turned around and looked at me and said, "There's no way." And I said, "Yeah, there is." And so both of them, I've known them highly sensitive. What I didn't know about for the longest was about pain. Now, I don't feel pain like other people do. Okay? I have a high tolerance for pain, maybe that's the way to put it. And I didn't know that until I had a little surgery. It was in a doctor's office, and he said that most people, when he did what he did, it was had to cut something. It wasn't something on me. It was nothing gross, okay. But he said that most people, when a knee, some scalpel would have touched them like that, they would have come off the table. He said he didn't understand why I didn't. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Okay, but one thing I did learn, I realized that I wasn't sensitive to pain, except for dental. Yeah, my gums. That is one reason I can't stand going to a dentist. Is, especially when they do the to give the shots and everything. I've been having dental work over the past few months, and if I sound funny, that's why. It seems like I have it's a feeling like having hiding a piece of bubble gum in your mouth, from a teacher or something. And it's going to be like this until I go back next 3 weeks from now, I think. Yeah. And I'm very sensitive in my, like I said, there, my mouth. Dental work. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, that's not fun. But there are other things, too. Like if somebody, although I'm not sensitive to pain, too much to pain, if somebody, I figured this out many years. Okay. When I was married, when I was 18 to Adam, I got married to him in 18. And when he had this thing of putting his arm around me and, like on my shoulder, on the top part of the arm, he would draw circles, with his finger. It was like a habit, or I don't know, nervous tick for him or something, I don't know. But he would do that, and my skin was just too sensitive to that. It was like fingernails on a chalkboard. And I couldn't handle it, and I was like that about a lot of things. I couldn't have somebody touch my skin you know, like a any kind of way. I was just too sensitive. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Now, are you highly sensitive that it seems like my thoughts are disjointed today? So I am. I hear it. I hear it on my own voice, and in my last video I mentioned that about my voice. I can't. It doesn't sound like what it sounds like to me. On video it sounds different. Yeah, and with a lot of twang. Yeah, it's irritating. Anyway, that's enough for this video for now. If you have a comment, leave it below. Talk to y'all later.